Dozens of graves line the grassy burial grounds of Chisuk Emuna Cemetery in Harrisburg. They bear the names of loved ones who've passed on. But this particular Sunday, people have not come to the gravesite to mourn the passing of a person. They're here to bury Torah scrolls and prayer books, damaged beyond repair by a fire. This is the first time in his career that Rabbi Ron Muroff has attended, let alone led, a burial of sacred texts.
Isn't it amazing that our tradition, our Jewish tradition, holds that many of the same rituals that we do for a living, animate human being are done specifically for a Torah scroll. And I think it really speaks to the centrality of that text to our people, and that it's not simply a book. It's not something that we simply read with our heads and gain wisdom from it intellectually. It's really the heart and soul of our people, and we're defined by the extent to which we abide by its values and are faithful to its teachings.
Chisuk Emuna fell victim to a fire last year that resulted in the building's destruction. Hundreds of prayer books were also damaged. Of all the Torahs caught in the blaze, one holy scroll was not able to be salvaged. That Torah, deemed to be more than a century old, could no longer be used because the name of God was irreparable on the parchment. So it, along with the other books, must be buried. Boxes upon boxes of charred and waterlogged books are placed in a big pit. And then it's time to bury the Torah.
And so these Torah fragments will pass between us, and then they will be placed in the ground along with these complete Torahs that are in front of us.
Rabbi Muroff is the first to pick up a shovel. One by one, members of the congregation, young and old, join him in digging the dirt to fill the grave. Among them is 10-year-old Noah Meter, who says he's glad he could be part of this rare event.
Well, since I've never been to a real ceremony before, so it's kind of new for me, because I've never actually, shoveled and buried something. I kind of felt sad because we're burying Torahs that are really holy.
The significance of this day has brought out heads of other mid-state Jewish congregations and a leader from the Christian faith, Father Timothy Honecke of Holy Apostles Orthodox Mission in Mechanicsburg.
I think that we live in a world that's so fragmented, that there's so many, we see in the news all the time, there's so much opposition and religions and faiths that clash, and violence and terror and all these other terrible things, that when two people can come together that have very different beliefs, but still can be, civil, kind human beings to one another, sharing each other's sorrow and each other's joy, I think that sends a clear message to the community at large that, there is greater things that can be done if we just kind of, experience the friendship and joy of one another's communities.
Maryland-based master scribe Rabbi Menachem Ulis was brought on board more than a year ago to try to save the burned Torah scrolls. He says each Torah holds immense value.
A brand new Torah really starts over $20,000. It has to all be done, hand done, with a quill, no pens involved there. It's very tedious. All 304,805 letters have to be perfect.
It takes more than an hour until the grave is filled and sealed. But now these members of the Harrisburg Jewish community can put the fire and its aftermath behind them and concentrate on their new synagogue that will be built in the next couple of years. For Smart Talk, I'm Melanie Herschorn.